Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Devil's Talk. Manchester United fan. It is Derby Day. It's Manchester Derby. So let's dive into it. This is not only bragging right, this is also manager job on the line. This is the city of Manchester, pride and joy. Manchester United versus Manchester City, the derby. So coming into this, both teams are kind of in a shaky area. So when it comes to our form, we have won one, tied one, lost one. So lost against Arsenal, tied against Fulham, and beat Burnley. So we coming in one. It's not great. Some of the games we played phenomenal. Arsenal was a good performance. Fulham was Burnley. We played really well. In contrast to Manchester City, first game of the season they were amazing. Then they lost to Tottenham, and then they lost to Brighton. So they're coming in not too great themselves. However, hello everybody, welcome back to the Devil's Talk. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Devil's Talk. Manchester United fan is Manchester Derby, and it's the bragging right, it's the city right, and it's the manager job on the line. And weirdly enough, it's both managers' job on the line right now. So Manchester United coming into this with a 1-1, tied one, lost one record, which is 1-1-1. And City are coming in having lost two back-to-back games and only won one in the Premier League. So both managers are under pressure and both managers need to deliver. So let's dive into it. Let's dive this. How is this game going to play out? When it comes to Manchester United, the key area is how are Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro, who are most likely going to start in the central midfield, going to cope? How they're going to be disciplined and be able to bypass Manchester City midfield, which is the strongest suit, because they're going to have Reiner, the new signing, in there. They're going to have Rodri back, and you can name either Bernardo Silva or somebody else in that midfield. Are they going to be able to outrun, outpass, outnumber our two-man midfield that it consists of Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro? Because if City is able to overrun that, I'm worried of what it could happen, because they have Haaland up top, one of the best deadly in the box striker in the world. So that's a key battle. The next key battle is about us. We just signed a brand new goalkeeper. Bayındır has been starting all three games, and there's no confidence in him whatsoever. So the question is manager going to throw in Le Mans right off the bat, or is Bayındır going to start? Either one of those come with their own risk. We know Bayındır is not a good goalkeeper. No matter how bad Andre Onana was, Bayındır is not a better goalkeeper than he is. On the other hand, this guy is a brand new signing straight from the Belgium league. How ready is he for the Premier League? To me, I advocated throw him in there. Let's find out, because we know what we're getting from Bayındır. We can go a whole 90 minutes and he make a stupid mistake and we lose the last minute. So I'll throw the young kid in. That's a major decision the manager has to make. Thirdly, is Manchester City's biggest weakness is their defense right now. Is that their defense is not keeping clean sheet and people get to them very easily. The problem is that our attack cannot finish their dinner. They can create so many chances. They can create good chances. They're a great cook, but they can't eat. They cannot finish their dinner. And the problem is we've been trying to shoehorn midfielders in the striker position because, according to the coach, Benjamin Sesko is not ready. But he's going to have to be ready for this game. You need to throw him in, because City's biggest weakness is their defense. We need to be able to get at them and make sure we pressure them, we harass them to making mistakes. The only bad thing this time is that Trafford is not going to be in goal for them. It's going to be Donnarumma, which is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But he's still not great with his feet. And coming to the City, he's going to be forced to try to play with his feet. We need to target that. We need to make sure every single time the ball gets back to Donnarumma, we harass him, we press like a mad dog because he's not going to be quite comfortable on his feet just yet. That's where we're going to get enjoying in going against City. And then also the space that's getting left behind by their fullback inverting in, and we can exploit that with our wingback system. I'm out on one side and Dorgo on the other side. And they're going to have to play so high up as almost wingers in order to pin those City fullback back, or City is going to kill us behind our wingback because you're going to have Dorgu probably running into those spaces. You're going to have Savinho running into those spaces, and Folden is coming back to form and is coming back from injury. So we're going to have to do a very solid job in making sure they don't hit us when our full wing push forward in those spaces. And it will mean that our center half, the three that we have, Lenny Euros and Luke Shaw, which is most likely going to be, they're going to be very comfortable going wide and defending those channels because City love to play in those half spaces. So once our fullback push forward, those center half in Euro on the right and Shaw on the left, they need to be able to be comfortable defending in those channel 1v1 against most likely wingers. And this is where the midfield come in because they're going to have to be very disciplined in not pushing so fast forward and not delaying so much backward. They need to be able to time their press way better because City would love to go to the half spaces and come straight back into the midfield. And if Bruno get caught trying to ball chase, we're going to get killed on the cut back into the middle where you're going to have De Bruyne, not Rodri waiting. You're going to have Reinders waiting for those cutbacks. You're going to have Bernardo Silva waiting. So we're going to have to be very careful on that. So how do we actually beat City? The old days, we just absorb the pressure and hit them on the counterattack. Be ruthless on the counterattack. But I don't think we have the same players. We don't have Marcus Rashford. We don't have Garnacho. We do not have Martial, who are quick, pacey, that can hit City direct and fast. We only have Mbromo right now. And Sesko, I don't know how good he could be. So we're going to have to be very disciplined and take the very few chances that we can come up with. We're going to need to take them because I don't think we have the same counterattack threat like we used to where we can absorb City pressure and hit them on the counterattack. So we're going to have to go toe-to-toe. That's the only way. And considering they're not quite the same City anymore, we should be able to go toe-to-toe and at least get a good performance and also get a result. And I don't care if we play shit and we still win, I would take that any days of the time because this manager need results. So that's how I think we could beat City. Let's go toe-to-toe and take our chances that we created. If we don't take our chances, all they need is a one Haaland chance in the back there, and he's gone. The biggest worry that I have of all of them, I know I said so many worries, but the biggest worry I have is that they have a legit aerial threat in one of the biggest human being in the football field, in Erling Haaland. And the fact that we are so bad at corners and our defending crosses is going to be one of also the biggest battle in this game. We don't have a goalkeeper that can come claim crosses. We don't have a goalkeeper that can come claim corners. And City can try to cross the ball into Haaland, and they're going to have joy in him being able to win that. So I'm going to need the lid to be switched on. I'm going to need Euro to be switched on. I'm going to need Luke Shaw to be switched on because those little chip into the box are going to be deadly if we're not paying attention. That's my thought. That's how I think the game's going to go. Let me know in the comment section how the game's going to go. I think Manchester United have a chance if we actually approach it by going toe-to-toe with City. If we're being passive, City is going to destroy us. If we do not come up with the same intensity that we have played against Bournemouth, City is going to destroy us. But leave your thought in the comment section below. Please hit the like button. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. This has been Devil's Talk. Peace out.